History repeats itself. It fails to die. You are now tuned into But What is Life podcast, the ride to relax, relate, and release into reality where things get fun, real, and the advice is unsolicited. What's up? It's your girl Ani, and I'm back at you to relax, relate, and release into yet another episode of But What is Life. How y'all doing today? I hope y'all doing great. I'm doing fine. This is actually take 2 of this episode because I recorded the original one and the sound was just a mess. So I'm hoping that we don't have that problem again, because if we do, y'all not gonna get an episode for this week. Period. And now, today's episode is inspired by a compilation of tweets and Instagram posts that I saw. I originally had a topic that I wanted to discuss today, but I just wasn't feeling it when it came time to record. So, what we're going to do is a random topic dump today. So, that is the inspiration for this video. So, sit back, relax, relate, and release into all the topics that we about to talk about today. So, we're going to first relax into sidebar. If you hear my stomach growling, rumbling, and cursing me out, I do apologize because I did not eat anything today, and it is 4:51 p.m. as I speak. But that's neither here nor there. I'm going to just try to get through this so I can go ahead and eat and chill for the rest of the day, because your girl been busy, okay? She been busy all day. Done had task after task after task that I just knocked out. I feel so accomplished. So yeah, like I said, we just gonna go ahead and relax into these topics. So the first one that we're gonna relax into is this post that I saw on Instagram yesterday. This lady posted the question of, what are some experiences that you ladies have had with men and their poor hygiene? Needless to say, all of the stories that I read were just absolutely disgusting. That's the first thing. But we are going to talk about this one lady in particular. She was going on to say that her and this guy that she was dating, they was doing a do. They was all into it and whatnot. And he basically was like, okay, I'm going to spit. Are you going to catch? So sis was ready to catch, and she hurried up and scurried out of the way so his spit would not fall in her mouth, because she then asked him, "Is your mouth bleeding?" Because she said that his spit looked orange. So he goes on to say that, yeah, my mouth bleeds occasionally. So let me just ask y'all this question. So do y'all be letting niggas spit in y'all mouth while y'all fucking? Please, I want to know. Feel free to hit me up on Twitter, leave a comment down below in the review section, or hit me up on the email. The email and Twitter is going to be in the description of this episode. So head there for the information. But anyway, I want to know if y'all be letting these niggas spit in y'all mouths, because I just want to let y'all know wholeheartedly I am judging you. You're disgusting. That's trifling. First of all, if we even just gonna get into the fact that you already swap spit when you tongue kiss, but when you actually, or I should say, when I actually think about that, it's just like, ugh, that is nasty. Cause I mean, you're not just, it's not like you just walking around and you telling people spit in my mouth. So when it comes to having sex, what the fuck makes that so sexy or even a thing to do when you having sex? Like, that's so nasty. Ugh, that is nasty. I can't get with it, and I won't. But I will say, along with all of the rest of the stories, them these women can't wait to blame men for something. But at the end of the day, I blame all of those women who left their story for that lady to post, because at the end of the day, it was so many different red flags before they actually got to the bed, and then they just decided to ignore that shit. Women can't wait to ignore the red fucking flags and then blame the nigga at the end. That's just like one of the other chicks who shared her story and was talking about how the nigga smelled like a wet dog. Just riding in a car with his fucking clothes on. So bitch, if you could smell that this nigga stunk with his fucking clothes on, you mean to tell me that you couldn't even wrap your mind around what he could possibly smell like when he takes those clothes off? That lady's story ended with her sucking his dick and tasting piss. That's what she get. But let's move on. So the next post that I saw was from Justin LeBoy, and it said, "Can you have a casual, consistent sex partner and still be single?" Me personally, I feel like you can, because I mean, people do it every day. It's just one of those things where I just feel it's not going to last too long. Simply because with you having sex with somebody, especially if y'all are enjoying these, excuse me, if y'all are enjoying each other's company in the process as well, not no over the top enjoying each other's company, just like when y'all decide y'all gonna fuck that day and y'all decide to go get something to eat before y'all fuck, or whatever the case may be. Or even if that's not the situation, y'all just hit each other up when y'all want to fuck. There's going to be some instance where y'all just have a regular human exchange and have conversation with each other. So I just feel like eventually somebody's going to catch feelings for the other, and then it's going to be like, so what the fuck do we do from here? And it'll just end because the other party is not going to be wanting more from that person, or simply they both just gonna get tired of each other, and or they gonna meet somebody new, and it's just gonna be like, okay, well, it was nice and fun while it lasted, on to the next. It's just something I don't think that will last long. I'll give it 5 months, you having a sexual partner and you just single and nothing else is happening. So the last one in the sex category is this tweet I saw. I thought it was funny. It was also facts as well. But the girl said, quote, "Y'all be fucking for free?" Question mark. Laugh out loud. End quote. And then she went on to say, "Yeah, I do it because I want to, not because I need my nails done." And that's on fucking period. Okay? First of all, I am not exchanging my pussy for currency. At the end of the day, can we please kill the whole narrative that women don't want sex as much as men do? Now, there's some people's sex drive who is just not that high, or they find other ways to, you know, occupy their time instead of just aimlessly fucking different people, i.e., me. Um, but let's just be clear. First of all, I agree with her because if I'm fucking you, that means I want to fuck you. I'm not fucking you because I'm looking for something other than dick in exchange. Sir, I'm not for sale. My pussy ain't never been for sale and it never will be for sale. Kill the narrative with this whole promotional prostitution bullshit. It's so stupid. Because honestly, when you have different women out here screaming this, oh, bitch, he's not fucking me for free. At the end of the day, yeah, they saying that to make it seem like they're with the popular crowd who's fucking niggas for money. But at the end of the day, they probably be being the Stepford's wife and whatnot, cooking and cleaning for this nigga, doing all types of shit. And he be whining and dining her, but don't be necessarily giving her no money. That's one case. Another case could be the simple fact that these chicks who actually do be having niggas that be like paying their bills and stuff like that. Yeah, she'll tell everybody else that she playing a nigga she don't like him like that, but guaranteed the fact that that nigga paying them bills, that's technically his shit. Cause he paying for it. So I bet that nigga coming and going as he please. He fucks when he wants to. He gets her time when he wants to. And she over there doing whatever it is she got to do to keep the nigga around to keep paying her bills. It ain't no just nigga fuck you, I don't like you, but give me a band. Like get the fuck out of here. Ain't nobody getting mistreated out here like that. I'm sorry. Like people be mistreating people, but they're benefiting out of the situation also. Let's be very fucking clear. But I digress. On to the next. The next few tweets that I saw are also within the same category, just with age and how you grow and stuff like that. So the first one, it says, in your teens, you care. In your 20s, you question if you should care. In your 30s, you say you don't care. In your 40s, your actions finally match what you've been saying. And in your 50s, you don't give a fuck. Now, I ain't hit my 40s or my 50s yet. But I will say that my mama, she would be the definition of in your 50s, you don't give a fuck. Because that lady, when I say her her words match the energy that she exudes and so forth and so on, honey, if that lady don't give a fuck, you best know that her actions are matching in tow, okay? And so are her words, okay? Don't play with her. Anyway, moving on. Y'all, like I said, This is really just a topic dump. If y'all agree, y'all know what to do. Leave a comment, hit me up on Twitter, or send something to the email. All of the information is in the description of this episode. So the next tweet that I came across, it said, I think at age 24, you are in a very transitional. First of all, I just tried to paraphrase this and no, bitch. I'm just going to read it. I think age 24 is a very transitional, eye opening year. You start realizing what you do slash don't tolerate, people who you aren't really friends with, really prioritizing overall health and wellness. I would definitely have to agree with her. I mainly feel like this goes for women versus men. You do have some men that mature faster than other men, but essentially women mature faster than men. And I do feel like around 24, 25, you start to make some changes. And by way of society standards, you have to have all these milestones by a certain age. So I just feel like at that age, that's when you really start to pay attention to what's more important, and you start thinking long term and more from a stable standpoint. So I would definitely agree with that. What y'all think? Um this next tweet, it kind of goes with that. It says, at this age, you got to realize everyone has a lot of growing to do. So you either grow together or outgrow each other. And that's definitely facts, because life is all about growing and evolving. And sometimes you outgrow people. Now, I do feel like when you hit the age like 25 to late 20s, you pretty much have your friends that are there for a lifetime, which are only a couple, in my opinion. But after 25, of course, you're still meeting and growing with new people. But I feel like that is more of a stage where you're meeting people to help you grow in that season. Now, some of those people do stick around for a lifetime just because you're always growing. Therefore, you're always going to either grow with people or you're going to outgrow them. You will eventually add on more lifetime friends, but in that same breath, you're also meeting new people and outgrowing them, just because people are in different places at different times in their lives, and certain people are bringing certain things to your life that you lack, or just something that you can, help them with in their life. So I definitely agree with that. So now we're going to go ahead and move on to relating to these topics. I have never had nobody spit in my mouth, and they never will, okay? I can't. That is just a no for me. Now, have I had a casual, consistent sex partner? I want to say no, but then again, I want to say yeah. It was years ago, and it was more like a off and on kind of thing. And It really didn't last long when we were on because it'd just be like, okay, I'm tired. I'm moving on. So we would be off. But then, of course, it turned into years of toxicity and learned lessons. So yeah. But yeah, the whole fucking for free and getting money out of niggas now. I ain't never got no money out of no nigga in exchange for sex. Now, into like, the different ages and growth and all that. Me, as far as being a teenager, is say in your teens you care. No, I don't remember caring about shit when I was a teenager. I don't remember. Like, I felt like I fake cared about a lot of stuff for the time being, but my attention span was non existent, okay? Non existent. So I could fake care for a week. After a week, bitch, I have other stuff to do. I was more so worried about the things that I was interested in and the stuff that I wanted to do that made me happy at that time, which was sitting on the fucking internet all day, reading fan fiction stories on the B2K forum boards and downloading music on LimeWire and making my own fucking mixtapes and shit. That's the type of shit that I was on. And if I wasn't at home doing that, then I was with my friends at the club, Kitty Club to be exact, every weekend, parlaying, partying, and having a motherfucking ball. I didn't give a fuck about shit, okay? Now my 20s, I will definitely say it was me always questioning if I should care about something just because my 20s was definitely a transformative period of my life where it was just so much going on. Life changes and different experiences, and it was just like, what the fuck am I supposed to be paying attention to? It's just too much going on. I'm overwhelmed. Do I need to care about this or do I not? And definitely around age 24, 25, sis was looking to be in a position of stability, not only for myself, but for my child. And it was just like, the birthing grounds of me manifesting, me moving away from my hometown. Anybody that would ever listen, I would sit there and tell them, yeah, I'm moving here, da 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 da. And I know they probably was just like, girl, you ain't fucking going nowhere. And what the fuck did I do? A couple years after, a bitch moved. Period. But anyway, back to the timeline. In your 30s, you say you don't care. The say is in quotes, okay? I will agree with this because I am definitely in a space where I am maintaining my own peace and making sure that I'm happy with what the fuck I got going on. I don't care about what everybody else is doing, but on the other hand, and it's kind of balancing each other out, I still feel like in certain situations I gotta let a motherfucker know, like, this is where you had me fucked up at. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely a balancing act now of not really caring too much, but still making sure I let a motherfucker know you got me fucked up. Okay? Now, like I said, I ain't hit my 40s, I ain't hit my 50s. But we shall see when that time comes. Let's see. Definitely done outgrew some people. Definitely growing with others. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It's the circle of life, baby. You know, you gotta grow up And you gotta put your big girl panties on. And sometimes people just are not granted the ride along, bitch. So definitely outgrew some motherfuckers, okay? Because we is not on the same fucking frequency, bitch. You know what I'm saying? And that's just our period. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no hurt feelings. I'm good. I'm doing me. They good. They doing them. And we just doing life separately. Ain't no problem with that. I feel it. Um, and I think that's it. Yeah, I done hit all them damn topics that we done talked about. So we gonna go ahead and release into all this shit. Stop letting people spit in y'all's mouths. Y'all nasty. That's nasty. Stop doing that. And niggas, stop egging these bitches on. Like, you can't wait to trick on the beach. Just so you can show some motherfuckers that you got some bitches on your team. Stop doing that, cause y'all making these bitches confused and motherfucking delusional, okay? Just annoying. Stop doing that. Release all that negative, toxic ass energy. Ain't nobody got time for that. With the random topic dump of this here episode, it just shows you that you just have to multitask in the world with the different things that are coming at you um at different speeds at different times, and you just have to get through it. You know what I'm saying? So, random of the day. I came across this quote. It said, I'm so glad people don't know my business the way they think they do. Now, this quote resonated with me because I am that person when it comes to my friends. I be knowing, like, I be realizing, like, after I just had a conversation, like, damn, I just sat there and listened to them and everything that they going through, and I ain't tell them shit about me. I don't know. It's so crazy because I don't purposely omit information about myself when I'm having conversations with my friends. I'm just a private person where I don't really like to just share shit. I be withholding all types of shit, and it don't be on purpose. It just be that my mind don't think to be like, well, let me tell her this, or let me tell him that. You know what I'm saying? Just be like, no. Of course, we when we talk and have conversations and different things that we talk about, I can relate to by telling a story or something. But when it comes to like just different stuff that's just going on a day to day, like I'm not just necessarily just like, okay, let me tell them this. Let me tell I don't know, it's weird. I don't really be telling shit. But anyway, I ain't gonna hold y'all. Cause at this point, I'm just ready to relax for the day. So we gonna get into this last quote, well, tweet that I saw. That's gonna just kind of wrap all of this up with the whole just the different things that just hit you in life on a day to day. You know what I'm saying? And it says you can misuse your mind, but you can't diminish its power. I feel like that resonates with the randomness of today's episode because on a day to day, we are subjected to a lot of bullshit that we really need to be deprogrammed to. And that leaves us with the moral of the story. Quit misusing your mind thinking that it's okay for these niggas to spit in your mouth because the power of your mind knows that that is some fucked up shit that you should not be into. But If ain't nobody told y'all today that they love y'all, just know that I love you. And I want to thank y'all for tuning in to this week's episode. But until the next episode, I want y'all to relax, relate, and release into the different aspects of life and all the things that we are subjected to on a day to day. And make it make sense, baby.